Okay, so I think that pedophiles should be able to have child sex dolls because it doesn't hurt society in any way. Doesn't hurt anyone.
So, firstly, I would like you to explain to everyone else in this room why we should permit the promotion of child sexualization within society.
Well, I don't think it'll cause. Well, I don't think it would cause people to like want to have sex with real children. I mean, because if that's against the law, then it won't hurt anyone, pretty much.
Okay, do you have any evidence for that?
No.
No, so this is just pure speculation.
Yes.
So why should we believe your debate proposition if you have absolutely no evidence to support it?
Do you have evidence that it wouldn't?
No, you claim that it doesn't cause harm. I'd like you to provide evidence for that claim.
Okay, I have evidence.
So when you said before that you have no evidence, you were lying?
Yes.
Okay. You just outed yourself as a liar. Why should we trust anything you say?
I was just joking.
Oh, you're a funny man.
Just trying to create some friendliness in this.
Do you think pedophilia is a joke?
Oh, no.
Then why did you say you were joking? I mean, this is a pretty serious topic. I don't know why you would joke about it.
Because I think you can make jokes about pretty serious topics, and like that doesn't really.
Okay, so how about you provide the evidence? That's what I'm interested in.
All right. Okay. Wait a minute. Hasn't looked at before.
And just for clarification, you're providing evidence to support the proposition that we must give child sex dolls to people with child fetishes. And the entailment on that is that we should permit the promotion of child sexualization within society. Just for the new people popping in.
Hold up. The proposition is that we should allow pedophiles to have sex dolls. Not that we have to give them sex dolls. But they just have the option to have sex dolls, right?
Okay, we must give them the option.
Yeah.
Makes no difference to me. I'd still say we shouldn't.
I mean, I don't think that it would cause harm. That's all I'm saying. And you should provide evidence that it does cause harm.
You've actually claimed multiple times throughout this exchange that giving child sex dolls to pedophiles wouldn't cause harm, but you provided absolutely no evidence for that claim.
I retract that claim.
Okay. Do you have any claims that you can actually substantiate?
Okay. I'm not completely convinced of your claim that it does promote pedophilia.
Why should we permit the promotion of child sexualization within society? Because that necessarily follows. I would like you to answer that question.
I mean, for your claim that it does cause harm, like, is there any, like, evidence of that?
Can you please answer my question?
I don't think that allowing pedophiles to have the option to have child sex dolls really promotes child pedophilia. Just like having like sex toys in general doesn't promote a sexuality. It's just an option for those people who already have that sexuality.
Okay, so it's not just that it's a sex toy, right? It's disanalogous. It's the ideation behind the sex toy. It's promoting child sexualization within society. So I'm asking you a question: why should we permit that?
Well, are they not just sex toys though? Like, I don't think that it does. Well, I mean, it does.
Oh,
wait,
so
wait, hold on,
you agree that it
hold on.
does, right? Manufacturing these products, distributing them, giving them to the people that's promoting,
it does. It does.
the sexualization of children. Why should we permit this within society?
Well, it doesn't cause any extra harm. Like, do murder movies promote murder?
So it doesn't matter whether or not it causes harm. I'm asking you why we should do it. Just because things cause harm within society doesn't mean we shouldn't permit it.
Well, I don't think it's wrong to permit it if it doesn't harm anybody. I don't think that it's wrong.
Did you answer my question? I didn't hear an answer.
Why we should promote child sexualization?
Hello?
Sorry, I'm just looking stuff up.
Okay. So if you're looking stuff up right now in the middle of a debate, I don't think you're adequately prepared to have it.
Well, I'm going to find
Okay.
Like, there's either evidence that it does or doesn't. I think it's going on in China either way. So they probably have, like, there's probably some stuff on that.
Okay. So how about instead of all of us just waiting here for you to provide evidence to support your claims, I can actually demonstrate why we shouldn't.
Okay, yeah.
So I would say the best outcome that would result from permitting child sex dolls is that pedophiles would simply just have one more method of acting upon their sexual fetishes. But I would also say the potential risks of permitting child sex dolls far outweigh that. For instance, we have no way of verifying whether or not these individuals would have the self-control to stick to the dolls. It is quite possible, I think, that the experience may push them further to seek out real children. And I don't think we should take our chances given the far-reaching societal and individual harms that could arise from doing so.
Letting pedophiles have child sex dolls will increase their chances of trying to go after real children.
I think that's quite possible.
Do you have evidence for that? Like, that it will increase the risk for them to go after real children? Because it's kind of like a slippery slope. Like, video games, violent video games doesn't really cause people to go out and murder and stuff. Like, child sex dolls are just a sex toy. And then I think that also giving them sex dolls might decrease the risk of them going after real children, because they get to, like, that sex towards a sex doll and not towards real children. So it might be the other way around.
Right. And I'm saying that the experience of that may push them further to seek out real children. We have no way of verifying whether or not that is the case. So we shouldn't have that risk in the first place. Yeah.
Like, I think that it would, like, maybe satisfy them. But, like, if you have evidence, provide it.
There are other options, right, to ameliorate pedophilia.
Yeah, and
that doesn't involve that
might be one of them.
Yeah, that doesn't involve the sexualization of children, right? So there are several treatments that exist for pedophilia, including like cognitive behavioral therapy and chemical castration and other interventions intended to suppress urges, right? And these interventions don't promote the sexualization of children. So I think these are better options than giving child sex dolls to pedophiles. I don't think we should do that.
Should you, like, cut the evidence that you're talking about?
Yeah, so there's a meta-analysis conducted by the Mayo Clinic recently that concluded that treatments child sex dolls do not change the pedophile's basic sexual orientation towards children. And in addition, among people who have actually molested children, the study cites recidivism rates ranging from 10% to 50%.
Yeah,
So far, there's absolutely no research to indicate child sex dolls would be successful in mitigating these risks. And as I've demonstrated, there are other interventions that are intended to suppress urges that could prove far more beneficial.
Yeah, so that said that it wouldn't make it so they're like what the research said is that it doesn't suppress their urge. And what I'm saying is that maybe having child sex dolls might just be an outlet for their urges, and that might, like, maybe having a child sex doll, instead of the pedophile going after the child, it would just go for the sex.
Right. And it could also go the other way. I just presented you with other treatments for this, right? CBT and chemical castration. These are interventions intended to suppress these urges, right? That don't involve sexualizing children.
Yeah, and like, what if the treatments don't work? Like, couldn't like the sex dolls?
This is just pure speculation. Do you have evidence that these treatments don't work?
Well, they don't always work. That's
all treatments don't always work. I'd like evidence.
I'm just saying that child sex dolls would be another option if it doesn't work.
Yeah, it could have worse outcomes. As I've said, you say it could have better outcomes. We don't know, right? But there are other methods of reducing the risks. Yeah, like if you agree that the risks far outweigh the potential benefits, then why would we take that risk?
I err more on the side of freedom than on, like, not giving them the option.
Freedom to do harm? I thought you were about
no.
harm.
Freedom to have the option. Like, we don't know whether it will cause harm or
even
not.
Even if it causes more harm, you're willing to take that risk.
Well, we don't. Well, if there was evidence that it did, then...
Like you literally just said, we have no way of verifying.
I know, and that's why I would err more on the side of freedom. Like, it is speculation, but why promote sexualization of children when there are other treatments? What would you do with the pedophiles that, like, the mental health shit, like therapy and stuff, doesn't work on them?
Okay, so you agree that there are far-reaching individual and societal ramifications that could arise from allowing this in society. So why should we perpetuate that? Why should we take this risk if we have no way of verifying whether or not it would work? And we have other treatments available that can be used to mitigate or reverse these urges.
Wait, did you link the article, the research?
Okay. However, the interventions do not change the pedophile's basic sexual orientation toward children. Further research is needed to better identify clinically significant differences among the different types of pedophiles. That was the conclusion of the paper.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you would give them something that is completely that's ineffectual.
Like that's why we're speculating. I was just saying that it could be another outlet.
Yeah, that doesn't work, and we have other ways that could help them that don't involve sexualizing children or increasing the risk that they may be harmed in society.
Is there evidence that, like, the risk would be greater if...
Well, you've agreed with me.
Yeah, but, like...
So what? It doesn't matter if you agree, because we're debating right now.
Wait, like, the sex dolls are, like, a non-harmful outlet...
Okay, you say that, and I just provided evidence that it wouldn't help them. And if there's a risk that it could actually harm, then why would we take that risk? Especially when there are other options that are much more promising. What reason could you possibly have for disagreeing? That isn't pure speculation, right? Because we could speculate all day about whether or not it would harm them. Right? Maybe we shouldn't be sexualizing children and increasing the risks that they may be harmed in society, and providing pedophiles with interventions that, according to the evidence, don't seem to benefit them in any way. All it takes is 2 words. You could simply say, "I agree." This debate will be over. You'd save me like 3 minutes of my life. I can keep showing you how it isn't a good idea.
Because deep down inside, I don't agree, and there's part of my brain that knows that you're wrong. I just can't spit it out.
Okay. I can't show you how you're wrong. I just believe you are. So take my word for it, guys. He's wrong.
But I heard the word.
I don't know about that.
I heard. God's telling me that I'm right, so...
Okay.
So are you guys just kind of finishing up now?
Yeah.
Alright, do you want to just put it straight to a vote, or do you each want to give some closing statements and then we'll do the vote?
Yeah, you can make some closing statements.
You go first.
Yeah, this was a fun one. I made absolutely no preparations for this, but
Yeah, same.
One Google search and oh, there's a meta-analysis. Okay.
And I'm saying that we should give them, we should allow them to have child sex dolls, because for every child sex doll that they fuck, it might save a little child that's minding his own business. I think that's I think that's worth it. Guys, if you vote for me, I will take down Trump. Guaranteed.
Okay. Thanks for debating, guys. I appreciate it, of course. To the audience listening, I just put the voting poll in the debate chat text channel. Please base your vote on who performed better in the debate. And again, thank you guys for debating.